It's decrypted. This is only going over by half an hour.
It is a church.
Robert, look. There are holes in the tiles.
Yeah.
You can see letters through them. P-A-Y.
For your sins.
E-N-S.
Payans.
Payans is the final password for the cryptex. And Hugh Payans founded the Knights Templar, which means that this must be a Templar church in the picture.
Okay.
Now what do we do?
We can use this to get T-Bing back.
How?
But Robert, anyone vile enough to threaten someone's life like this does not deserve to know the secret of the Grail.
I don't think we have much of a choice at this point. T-Bing is my friend. Our friend. If anything should happen to him...
No, he's just yours.
That is quite enough. I am afraid you two are very overdue.
Remy.
That'll be
Overdue
5
for
cents.
what?
I believe I am the one with the power here. My gun will point you in the proper direction to move your feet. Go.
You are not witty. What, where did he go? He was there, and now he's not, and... Professor Plot Point!
You, wait here. And if you value life, be it yours or hers, I suggest you not move.
Okay. Hey! What you talking about?
I hope you did not think I did this all by myself.
What? What do you mean?
Hmm?
Remy, I am afraid your services are no longer needed.
Gasp! Professor Plot Point!
Teacher! Please believe I never had any intention of your being involved.
Go, Professor Plot Point!
Came to
You're
my
evil!
home. You came searching for me.
Wait. What the hell are you doing? We thought you were in trouble. We came here to help you.
Yes!
As I trusted you. We have much to discuss.
You are an
Let's
awesome
leave.
villain!
You and I can discuss this alone.
I have given you the cryptex as a show of good faith. And I'm afraid that is all that I can afford to give you.
You couldn't solve it.
I am afraid not, Robert. I need your help.
Maybe I can distract T-Bing long enough for Robert to think of something. T-Bing is the type of person who hates having his own words used against him.
Who? Maybe Robert can solve the cryptex. Thought you told us that only the worthy can find the Grail. Oh.
But you told us that only the wealthy can find the Grail.
Let's
Burn!
see if we can solve the cryptex.
What? How dare you say such a thing? Have you know that the Grail is my life's work? My life's work! If it weren't for your grandfather being too cowardly to release the truth to the world, we wouldn't be in this position now.
What?
Here we are. And Robert, you must make your decision.
What can you possibly hope to gain through this?
I didn't solve it yet.
Abandon the one thing that I have always wanted the most. To release the Sangreal documents to the public as they were always intended to be by the Priory.
If the Priory wanted to release the documents, Sonier would have done so.
True.
Ah, but I discovered a terrible truth. The reason the documents were not released at the beginning of the new millennium.
Okay.
At the ultimate moment of truth, Jacques Sonier changed his mind.
And I murdered him!
Blame Sonier because the Sangreal documents were never released?
Wait. If T-Bing is behind everything, then Grandpère's death
A little slow on the uptake there.
and all of this art, he is the one responsible for Grandpère.
Ooh. Sophie angry. Yep. Yep.
You are the one responsible for my grandfather's murder.
It seems to be working.
Your grandfather failed the Priory, the Grail, and the memory of all the generations that had worked to make that moment possible. A man honored with the greatest responsibility in Christian
Oh, come
history
on.
eschewed his duty. His seneschal were traitors to the Grail. He was also under the thumb of the
Hey,
church, and
ends.
that ultimately is why I had to put his mind at rest and complete his duties for him.
What could the church possibly have over Sonier?
Way to go, Professor Plot Point. You're the surprise villain.
Pressuring those who threaten to unveil its lies. Since the days of Constantine, the
Still,
Church
it's
has
kind of a normal
successfully
thing
hidden
for
the truth about
games,
Mary
books,
Magdalene
etc.,
and
but
Jesus.
still.
We should not be surprised that now, once again, they have found a way to keep the world in the dark. Church may no longer employ crusaders to slaughter non-believers, but their influence is no less persuasive, no less insidious.
Employing crusaders, persuasive influence, insidious. He's not just destroying the church. Is he a complete hypocrite? He has done everything that he says he hates the church for.
Yep. Nothing to hide. What fantasy? Ooh. No, you're not better than the church.
You are no better than the church.
Worked. Now the next part.
What are you talking about?
You manipulated Silas and Remy into working for you. You sent them to murder people who did not believe as you did.
But everything I did was to expose the truth.
It doesn't matter if you become exactly like the very thing you despise.
True.
Oh, no, my dear. You have no idea of what you speak. Perhaps I can illustrate my point with something you've been wondering about since you were old enough to think.
Uh-oh.
Miss Navu, for some time now, your grandfather has wanted to tell you the truth about your family.
The truth?
How could you know that?
My methods are immaterial. The important thing for you to grasp right now is this. Deaths of your mother, father, grandmother, and brother were not accidental.
Gasp! They were all murdered. Duh.
Robert, it explains everything. All the pieces fit. History repeats
Yes.
itself. Church has a precedent of murder when it comes to silencing the Sangreal.
It does?
With the end of days imminent, killing the Grandmaster's loved ones sent a very clear message. Be quiet. You and Sophie are next.
These are just theories, but there is one murderer to be blamed.
Yes.
Even if the church did murder my parents, he is no better. And now you have taken over where the church has left off.
Yes.
What do you mean?
You have no proof about what happened to my parents, but now
Yep.
you do know one truth. It was you who murdered my grandfather.
Also, yep.
It was his own fault.
No.
His seneschal lied to Silas. Otherwise, I would have obtained the keystone without complication.
So you were the
How
gun.
could the
Or something. I don't
Grandmaster go
know.
to such ends to deceive me and bequeath the keystone to an estranged granddaughter? Someone so unqualified to hold this knowledge that she required a symbologist babysitter.
Hey.
It was you the entire time?
Yeah.
One way or another, the keystone was coming to Chateau Villette. Silas was supposed to steal it from you there, thus removing you from the equation without hurting you, and exonerating me from any suspicion of complicity. However,
Okay.
when I saw the intricacy of Saunier's codes, I decided to include you both in my quest a bit longer. I could have Silas steal the keystone later, once I knew enough to carry on alone.
The Temple Church.
But you still need a scapegoat.
Ooh.
Someone to blame for the murders that lead to the miraculous recovery of the Sangreal documents.
I am afraid that Silas
Aw.
served his purpose all too well. As we speak, he is no doubt under the arrest of the police, and he is a well-known member of Manus Day. Listen.
Yep.
Can you hear it? The Grail is speaking to us across the centuries.
No.
She's begging to be saved from the Priory's folly. I implore you both to recognize this opportunity.
After you
Swear an
murdered
oath
people
together.
and
A
tried
pledge
to
of
murder
faith
us.
to one another. A knight's allegiance to uncover the truth and make it known.
No,
I
thank you.
will never swear an oath with my grandfather's murderer, except an oath that I will see you go to prison.
I am sorry you feel that way, mademoiselle. And you, Robert, you with me or against me?
I know how to find the answer. Let Sophie go, and we'll figure it out together at Newton's tomb.
I am not going anywhere. The crucifix was given to me by my grandfather. It is not yours to open.
Sophie, please. You're in danger. I'm trying to
She
help
can handle herself.
My grandfather would prefer his secret lost forever than see it in the hands of his murderer.
Yeah,
Shoot me
probably.
if you have to. I am not leaving my grandfather's legacy in your hands.
Very well.
Uh-oh.
No, Lee, if you even think about it, I will drop this.
That bluff won't work on me. I know you better than that.
Do you, Lee?
I am a lone knight, surrounded by unworthy souls. Very well. Show of faith. Set the cryptex down.
They'll shoot us both as soon as I do. I have to protect Sophie and the Grail.
Let's just be dramatic here. Okay.